Hey y'all, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We are here, we are here, we are here, we are here. Hey everybody, hey, what's going on? Uh-oh. All right, let me know, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Mm. All right, I gotta pull it up. Y'all can hear me. All right now. Hey Ty. Hey April. Hey Miss Tiffany. Hey Shanice. Hey Mama V. Mocha Drop. Demi. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Lori. Hey everybody. I didn't skip nobody, did it? Okay, I didn't. All right. Listen. I had said that I was gonna do this yesterday, and unfortunately, with everything going on with the election and stuff, I didn't get a chance to get to it. So we're gonna get to it this morning. We're gonna get to it this morning. We're gonna get to it this morning. Okay. We are talking about Miss Roberta. Miss Roberta was um in the wrong offering line according to all of the people, including Marvin Winans, Bishop Marvin Winans, as they were collecting money for the to build the church that they've been building for years and years and years and years and years and years. Mooney Long need to change the song to years and years and years. I can go years and years and years. I can go years and 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 years. Um, but anywho, um, they came. There were several people that came out in defense of Bishop Marvin Winans, including Bishop Marvin Sapp, including what's the man name? Fred Hammond, and a couple of other people was defending him, Roland Martin and Tyler Perry. Well, Tyler Perry didn't come out with a statement, but he did donate. So there was a couple of people who were defending him and what he did, right? Now we had told Miss Roberta that day that it won't Miss Roberta. Shouldn't allow nobody to treat you like that, Miss Roberta. You should have put a stop payment to that check, Miss Roberta, because the people like to play, as you can see. So then they go and they do a sit down interview with the news station down there. I believe it was ABC or CBS 7, Detroit down there. And she said that she was not being rebuked. And, that's a pastor. She loved her pastor. She loved her church and stuff like that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give you a disclaimer. This particular letter that I'm about to read gives very much a dissertation. It very much gives also a lot of church bring, a lot of, oh, it was my fault because of this and my fault because of that. It gives a lot of that as well. Now I'm with everybody else. Ms. Roberta, I feel like you attempted to try to go to church this past Sunday or something like that, and maybe they told you not to come or something of that sort. But I think what people are trying to say is that if you've been hurt, baby, stop allowing these people to do it over and over and over and over again. People have told y'all about church hurt, and y'all diminished people church hurt so much in the church, actually, that a lot of people be so naive to a lot of things, and they continue to sit in situations that they don't have to sit in, and it's like you ain't learned a lesson from other people who have came out, told their story, or you know what I'm saying. Like, that's what I feel about it. So we're gonna read this, y'all. Listen, if y'all would like to pass that offering bucket round as we read, please do. Okay. And make sure you hit the like button. It is free. All right, and let's go ahead and get into it. We more than 5 minutes in. Let's go. All right, so official statement from Roberta McCoy, the lady from Perfecting that was humiliated. Are y'all ready? Let's go. My dear friend, who was my prom date in 1984, Martin Luther King, a high school in Detroit, Miss Roberta McCoy, gave me permission to share her testimony regarding the incident at Perfecting Church, Detroit, and Pastor Marvin Winans. Dear family and close friends, I didn't quite. I didn't get quiet in this. I am shocked, hurt, and just trying to survive. I have been followed, accused of lies. Strange cars were sitting outside of my house, and I had to file a police report because someone came into my house. All because I have been a faithful church member who got in the wrong offering line. Miss Roberta, I'm gonna give commentary through this. Baby, who was in your house? Who was in your house, Miss Roberta? Did you get him out the house? Who was in your house? Uh, who was in your house, Miss Roberta? That's something serious. Right, somebody broke in on Miss Bert. Miss Berta. Who broke in? Oh my God, that's horrible. I am a working member in my church. I'm out here trying to represent Jesus. I want my name in the Lamb's Book of Life. I know that's right. I want to live a quiet, peaceful Christian life. Not just say I am a Christian. I'm trying to maintain my integrity even now. Pain caused this hurt, deep pain, unnecessary church pain, embarrassing pain, sleepless night pain. Can't go anywhere without people knowing my face and my full government name pain, cyber pain, memes pain, living in fear, living with painful hole in my heart, with a painful hole in my heart. What has it caused? I have that ugly face pain that when you cry hard in the mirror because the mirror won't judge what it sees, the mirror accepts all of your flaws and all of your imperfections, all of your mistakes, like getting distracted by a 7-year-old boy with his $5 offering, who I taught that it is a blessing to give. He was watching everyone else give, and that I heard wrong. He jumped up, and I proudly followed him down the aisle. This is why I feel bad for the little boy. At the wrong time, but with the right heart to donate money, I didn't have to give, but it was a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice. I put a stop payment to that check too. I fasted 5 days prior and prayed. Anyone truly who knows me knows that I actually am a very loving person who believes in people to a fault, loves her church and her church family, and gave faithfully over the years. My children reminded me that I have been a member of a Perfecting Church since 1998. Left, but I rejoined in 2013. My children grew up at this church. I have not been a disobedient member, and I do things to intentionally, and I do not do things to intentionally disobey my pastor. I truly believe that people of authority told the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, according to the word of God. I have held it all in. I took it all. Here, living without protection among the wolves. Was this lady some type of this ain't no shade. Is she some type of teacher, some type of something? What's her background? I'm just curious because this is kind of extra. It's kind of extra. Mm. I am out here living without protection among the wolves. I asked countless times for that public apology that never came. I asked for an apology to my family that never came. I didn't get an apology for that 7-year-old boy who looked up to his pastor and even take piano lessons so that he could play like his pastor. Mm. He reads the Bible and mimics his pastor's sermons and rearranges his bedroom to look like a pulpit because he wants to become a pastor. Hold on. It is very extra. I'm not denying that, Raymel. Listen, I've already said that Bishop Winans was wrong. I'm not denying that at all. At all, at all, at all. All right. This was just this. I can't lie. This was a little extra. It really was. But I understand. Okay. He reads the Bible and mimics his pastor's sermons and rearranges his bedroom to look like the pulpit because he wants to become a pastor. Yet on the day that the offering that dropped into the baskets, an organization of lines for accountability and the proper counting of money became more valuable than the human beings and the souls. More important than that little boy with those big brown eyes that innocently stood in front of you, who smiled up at you when he proudly handed you his envelope. How does your heart not rip open with remorse for him? Mine dies. Matthew 18:6. Now, about that apology, the only apology I got was, I apologize that you're going through this. Let's talk about the Channel 7 News interview. When I got the call to meet at Channel 7, in my mind, I was thinking that we were going to have a public apology sit down, not separate interviews. Now, I did tell y'all that I felt like them doing separate interviews was really weird. Yeah. That's why I went to that. That's why I brought my grandson. Explain to me how it was an interview of about 12 to 15 minutes and manipulated to cut sound bites were used. And I had spoken about how I mistakenly got in the wrong line because of this little boy wanting to give. I told Carolyn, who was the news anchor, I told Carolyn how my grandchild was born deaf and God healed him completely because I had planted in good ground at Perfecting Church. And she asked, would I give in the near future? And I said, yes, I would sow into good grounds, show the whole interview, not manipulated sound bites. So now she's accusing, or she's saying, and again, I'm not discrediting her at all. I'm not discrediting Roberta at all. But she is now saying that that the Reverend, that the bishop, okay, she is now saying that that the TV station manipulated and used sound bites instead of using the full interview. That's what she's alleging. Carolyn asked me about an apology because I was asked 3 times by pastor's church administrator, Cindy Flowers. Y'all remember that? Y'all type Cindy Flowers in the chat. Cindy Flowers, Cindy Flowers, Cindy Flowers. Cindy Flowers is the church administrator over there at Perfecting Faith Church. Okay, let's be clear on who she's talking about. She is talking about Cindy Flowers. Type Cindy Flowers in the chat so I know y'all active. Cindy Flowers, Cindy Flowers, Cindy Flowers. Type her with a messy self. Type that in the chat. She messy. Now we didn't. Now those of us that's around there in the church and stuff like that, we didn't heard about Cindy Flowers for years. We kind of know how Cindy worked, but that's who the church administrator is. All right, let's keep going. Thank y'all. I appreciate that. Carolyn asked me about an apology because I was asked 3 times by my pastor's church administrator to make sure that you say pastor apologized. Wow. So I did. And I said that he didn't rebuke me because to me, rebuke means to cast out a demon or a spirit, or at least that's how we use it in church. I was corrected. Pastor did give direction several times because I wasn't the only one that got in the wrong line, but I was the only one verbally and sternly corrected. I was wrong for getting in the wrong line at the wrong time, but I got distracted. Did Pastor see the smile that I had saw on that day on my grandson's face that morning when he gave? But what happened to that smile when his grandmother? See, somebody was saying that this was the son, so this is her grandson. This is how she's referring to him as the grandson. Did Pastor see the smile that I saw on that day on my grandson's face that morning when he gave? But what happened to that smile when his grandmother got back to her seat after the correction? When he saw the tears fall from her eyes? This is meant to be a book. This is meant to be a book. This is meant to be a book. Where can you purchase my olive oils? You can purchase them. I'm about to tag the products right now. And you should see the tag here shortly. And it'll take you to the website, and that's where you can order. Thank you so much for asking. Okay, sorry, y'all. Okay, here we go. When he saw the tears fall from her eyes, and then he saw his grandmother run out her church in tears, and people ran after her. My grandson tried to comfort me on the way home. He said he was sorry. He said to me, I know you were crying, Grandma. Pastor said you didn't have enough money. I kept telling him over and over, it's okay. Everything's going to be okay. Even though I wasn't sure myself because I was hurt, my spiritual father. I was hurt by my spiritual father. I recently heard a bishop say that their joking relationship and pastors know their members. I have never had a joking relationship with my pastor. I couldn't sleep that night. So at 3 a.m., before this went viral, I wrote my pastor a letter with tears falling from my eyes about how humiliated I was and how embarrassed I was and how hurt I was. When Pastor finally called me the next day, that's when he said, I apologize for what you're going through. I told him, this is too much on me mentally. I tried to tell him how he hurt me, and he kept saying, do you believe God? And okay, you got to stop all that crying. Stop letting the devil get in your mind. Believe God. Girl. The viral attacks had begun. The church damage control calls started coming in to me. I was told to tell all reporters and news stations that wanted to interview me to call Perfecting Church directly. Now, ain't that something? And she would handle them. The correction had gone viral, and I remained silent. I was told by his administrator that I was too emotional. This would blow over, and there is about a 5 to 7 day window on viral videos, and all of this will go away when they find the next thing to talk about. But that didn't help me in my mental health. Isn't mental health the big topic in the world, in the church? No. Sorry. Bert, Miss Bird. Sorry that they told you that you was too emotional. I told you that Cindy Flowers is something else. But Miss Bird, they don't talk about mental health in church. What you talking about? Don't talk about mental health in church like that. For those of us the churchgoers, we know the difference. They don't talk about no mental health in church like that. Let's be for real. Let's stop the let's stop it. Let's stop it. What if public correction and public humiliation caused me to take my life? Understandable, like I get that piece of it. I am not a celebrity. I am a church member. No one asked me what broke me that day. No one saw the little girl who had grown up in an extremely abusive household, whose abusive father talked to her in the same manner and tone, whose abusive father told her to stop all that crime. The same abusive father will beat, hold on, the same abusive father, Jesus ain't nothing but a hustle. What in the, thank you, IPV. Child. Um, these what's the names or something else. Okay, wait a minute. Let me scroll back up here. Okay, I'm not a celebrity. I am a church member. No one asked me what broke me that day. No one saw the little girl who had grown up in an extremely abusive household, whose abusive father talked to her in the same tone and manner, whose abusive father told her to stop all that crying. The same abusive father will beat you and then turn around and tell you love you, or beat you on your, or beat on your mother in front of you and tell you stop all that crying, and the next day had you fresh cupcakes from a bakery when you woke up the next morning. What the hell? Yeah, yo, appreciate you for telling your testimony, but something was wrong with your daddy for real. Not only was he abusive, but to turn around and do something like that, my God from Zion. Y'all don't, that, oh my God. I gave my life to Christ and joined the church so that all those fears and dreams, demons would stop, and all those memories would be healed. And now I wake up at night dreaming all over again. And that's on the good night when I get some sleep. But why now? Why today? Because yesterday was my breaking point. I got a call from Pastor's church administrator after writing her a text asking again for an apology for my family, and the blame has been turned and put on me. I was told that I need to be an adult about the situation, and there will be no apology to my children who do not go to our church. I didn't know you had to be a member to get an apology for a hurting family. I was hurt. My daughters were hurt, and my grandson was hurt. I was told that I should be apologizing to my pastor because I don't realize what this has done to him. That is so lame. I said, "Are you serious?" She said, "Yes. None of this would have happened if you didn't get in the wrong line." She said, "You could have got out of the line at any time and went back to your seat. You didn't. You didn't have to stand there in the line." And that she was done communicating with me. And if I had any further comments or concerns or needed to speak to Pastor further, please call the executive secretary directly to make an appointment with him. Girl, please. Y'all is nuts over there. Her tone changed quickly. She was now sounding cold, heartless, defensive, and I was stunned. Now I'm the problem. Then a couple of hours, a bouquet of flowers arrived from her. I mean, a bouquet. Girl, not a bouquet of flowers arrived. So y'all see that lady some flowers for what? To hush her up or what? Flowers? 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 Remember I told y'all when I first started this that church brain stuff. This that church brain stuff to make you think that manipulation, all of those things. This what they do. This is what they do. Some flowers, y'all. Girl, is there any accountability in the church anymore? When was there ever any accountability in the church? Can we talk about it? Let's be for real. When has there ever been any accountability in the church? That's one thing that I find that the church does not do. The church doesn't even know what accountability means. Sorry, not sorry. I don't think the church knows what accountability is, because every time something comes out, there's always something that we have that is said to cover up or to make it not seem what it is, or whatever the case may be. The church don't take no accountability. Let's be for real. Is there any accountability in the church anymore? Where are the church board members, the newly appointed deacons? Did they not see this? Yeah, they all saw it. Do they care about me? I remember as a young woman having a baby out of wedlock. I had to stand before the church and apologize and repent. Church brain back even then. They held me accountable before I could sing or work in the church. Accountability. So now that the public outcry has died, I am the one at fault. So now it is my fault. I did what the Bible says. I went to my pastor. I wrote him a letter, and I tried to take my family with me to ask. And now they want me. They want my continued silence. Nope, I am being an adult about it. Please understand that I am not mad at my pastor. See, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, Miss Burt? This is a problem, Burt. Miss Burt. Miss Burt. Come here. Come here. Come here. Sit next to me. Sit next to me at the kitchen table. Sit next to me at the kitchen table. Miss Burt. Okay. Sit right here at the kitchen table. Sit right here at the kitchen table, because we gotta talk. This is what Burt said. Please understand that I am not mad at my pastor or his church administrator. I love them. Bert, this is the problem. This is the problem right here. This is the problem. This is how we know you was trying to go back there to church. This is how we know you was trying to go back to this church despite that man giving you an apology, but despite that man's assistant acting weird and wild. Miss Bird, this is the problem. Please understand that I'm not mad at my pastor or his church administrator. I love them. I forgive them 70 times 7. You're not Jesus. You're not Jesus. You're not Jesus. Okay? You're not Jesus. You are not expected to forgive. I'm being honest. You ain't expected to forgive like that. Jesus did it. But please understand that I'm not mad at my past. Okay, I read that. I just can't let the church hurt continue. And we go on as church as usual. My children deserve better. My grandson deserves better. My heart is broken. He was scheduled to be baptized on December the 7th. Invitations were made and going out next week. Grandson was so excited that he told everybody about his upcoming baptism because he was just that excited about it. The lady at Taco Bell knows about it. The lady at the grocery store knows about it. He even announced it at my great niece's Raven's baptism last month. He announced it to the church and invited them to his baptism. God, please give me instruction and direction. I need your prayer. Let me help you out. Miss Burt. Let me help you out. Don't go around there. Why would you want your grandson? Now, if your grandson felt some type of way, why would you want your grandson to continue to be baptized over there? I get it. You put in a lot of time, money, and all of the things. I get it, and I understand that. I understand when people put a lot of money and time into these ministries, you don't expect for stuff like this to happen. I totally get it. Because then if you go somewhere else, you're going to have to start over from scratch. I understand. I get it. However, I wouldn't want none of this negativity to cleanse my grandson in no type of way. I'm just saying. Just being honest with you. So no. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't need social media approval, and this is not about money or grieving or revenge. I'm sorry. I already shut down a few people that wanted to do a GoFundMe or send out my Cash App because this is not about raising money for me. My Cash App says zero. It's about making changes in the church and future generations. This is about a church member that wanted a public apology for a public offense, and this could have been done or could have gone away last week. I needed time to heal, not told to be an adult about it. Now, I guess they will stop asking me when I am coming back to church because they don't care about the offense or me as a person. I serve my purpose as damage control. Why do they want me back at church as soon as, wait a minute. Why do they want me back at church so soon in pain? Okay. Um, so they can put a camera on me and say, see, we're all better. No, let me heal. Give me my apology so my healing can begin and so my family can heal. Number one, or hashtag, I cried my last tear. Somebody go get Erica and Tina. Somebody go around and get Erica and Tina and tell them she said her last tears cried yesterday. Somebody go around and get Erica and Tina. Y'all go get Erica and Tina, and you can go over there and get Bishop Paul Moore. I cried my last tear yesterday. Okay, let me quit. I ain't trying to be funny or nothing like that. Cried my last tear yesterday. Either I'm gonna trust you, or I may as well walk away, cause stressing don't make it better. No, 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 no. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. We deserve a public apology. We deserve a public apology for public correction, but pray for our healing and direction, even if it doesn't happen. Pray for my pastor. Pray for my church. Why that's still your church and why that's still your pastor, Bert? Bert, girl, not pray for my pastor and pray for my church. Forgive him, forgive them. Please give Pastor and his administrator mercy because we need mercy. He is a great appointed pastor and teacher. Don't come for them because I still love them in my heart. You don't want these hands. Go, now, Bert. Now, Bert. You don't want these hands. What, Bert. We don't want these hands. What you talking about? Bert said, you don't want these hands. Girl, I cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. Not you don't want these hands. Lady, what? What? I cannot. To my close friends and family, thank you for your support and let's begin the healing process together. Man, you just got through saying you couldn't heal until you got an apology from these people. What you talking about? You just said you could. But now this one got me. I gotta read this one again. Please give my pastor and his administrator mercy because we need mercy. He is a great anointed pastor and teacher. Don't come for them because I still love them in my heart. You don't want these hands, girl. Oh, you don't want these hands is a key to me. To my close friends and family, thank you for your support. Thank you for inviting me to your churches and to meet. your pastors. To the ministers, pastors, and bishops who had those private conversations with me, thank you for your support, prayers, and guidance. Thank you for seeing the offense and that you seeing the truth. And please use this as a learning example. Thank you for inviting me to be a member of your church. To my grandson, you have an anointing over your life. I pray that God erases this from your memory and that your heart remains pure. To all my bonus sons, nephews, and grandsons, to all my bonus sons, nephews, and grandsons, always remember to respect women as we have taught you to do. And most importantly, if you offend her or raise your voice, go back immediately and sincerely apologize to her, whether it be private or publicly, because an apology does not show weakness, it shows strength. To my church family, girl, I apologize for all this has caused. See, Bert, you finna piss me off. I'm sorry, you pissing me off. You're pissing me off. You really pissing me off, Bert. That's what you doing. You really pissing me off. To my church family, I apologize for all that I I apologize for all that has caused. I really do love you and I tried to protect you. I really did. I know I will lose many of you as church friends, but right is right, and Jesus is the only person who never had to ask for forgiveness. I am not Jesus, so I have to ask for forgiveness. I have to practice what I teach. You got that all the way backwards, but okay. Y'all, we ain't done. We almost done, but we ain't done. Finally, to my daughters, I love you and I always taught you to make sure that a man respects you at all times. See, this is the problem that I have again, Miss Burt. If you feel like this man was so disrespectful and you feel like you are teaching your daughters how to be to how a man should treat them and how to be respectful because you acting like Bishop Winans is your man or something like that. And I get it. He was wrong. Don't get me wrong. He was all the way wrong. But to be saying this like you owe all these people's an apology and all of that kind of stuff, and you teaching your daughters the right way, you're not teaching your daughters the right way if you trying to go back to the church. I'm just being for real. That's not teaching them anything. Can y'all do me a favor and double tap the screen? Also, it is 75 in the house. It is 8:30 a.m. Can we get at least 6 people to bless this platform on today? Can we get 6 people to bless this platform on today? I have given you guys 2 lives thus far. And yeah, can we get 6 people to bless the platform today with $8.30? I can remember that. All right. Yeah, she loves this abusive cycle. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And again, I don't understand what you're teaching your daughter. Well, in my opinion, you're not teaching your daughters. Okay, so finally to my daughters, I love you and I always taught you to make sure that a man respects you at all times. I could not fall short in this knowing that your eyes were upon me. I don't care about the world. I care about you. And I was not going to care about the world. I care about you. I was not going to let any church administrator fix her lips to say that you didn't matter because you didn't go to church. Your souls matter. I prayed too long and too hard for you to get into the church for this to happen. I apologize to you on their behalf. If you if you never get an apology, let me be the one to apologize. Love your mama. Love your mama. Thank you, Ty, for your cash app blessing. We just need 5 more people. We appreciate it. Love your mama. Church hurt has to stop inside the church from the pulpit to the pews. From the pulpit to the pews. From the church hurt. Okay, wait. This is serious, Chef Don. You over here. Singing from the windows to the walls and from the pews into the pews into the pews. Get it right. Okay, my bad. From the pulpit to the pews. No one is exempt from standing before God. This incident might have gone away in cyber world, but it will resurface in God's world, heaven. What you trying to say? Oh, we all have to stand before him on that great day. On that great getting up morning. Yeah, I'm so sorry, ma'am. Y'all have to make this some sort of entertainment because this is insane. This is insane. She pissing me off too. We all have to stand before him on that great day of accountability. There will be no wrong lines. Not the shade that there will be no wrong lines. There will be a face-to-face meeting. This is my letter of formal apology and This is my letter of formal apology and accountability because I want to hear. Well done, my good and faithful servant. Take your rest. Birds, bird. You either believe one thing or you believe the other thing. And not take your rest, honey. Oh my God. Did you see the empty seats on Sunday at 10:45 a.m.? People are appalled and tired of being mistreated in the churches. Do you know what would bring people back to the church in great numbers? I think seeing the human side of a pastor. I think if they saw a pastor who was not prideful, but who was humble like Jesus and just said he was sorry for the offense, I think that will bring a lot of people back to the churches all around the world. I, Roberta McCoy, stand in faith and give this letter in unity. To those who never received your apology from church hurt, I'm sorry. It's so much going on in the world today. Let's get this together. Let's repent. I believe the Bible. The Bible is right. Somebody told me. I know that Jesus is coming back, or he's coming back for his church without a spot or a wrinkle. He doesn't care whose name is on the building. He cares about the souls inside. Church is about saving souls, not publicly correcting them. Ministry means helping people, not hurting them. Let's go back to the Bible basics. Let's live the Bible and not quote it. And now, Holy Spirit, have your way in this place. Heal our hearts and our minds, Lord, and let healing begin today. Let us be right in your sight, oh God, and not for personal gain. This I pray in Jesus' name. I ain't no minister, no preacher, or no pastor, or no reverend, no evangelist, but I am just a hurt adult who does not want to be hurt in the church. Let's begin this church healing journey, and let's begin with me. 2 Corinthians 1:3-4 says, "Blessed be God, even the Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, the Father of mercies and the God of all comfort, who comfort us in our tribulation, that we may be able to confront them which are in any trouble, by the comfort wherewith ourselves are comfort of God." You kind of tripped that up a little bit, but that's all right. That's all right, Mother McCoy. I get your point. I pray that I've been a comfort to you in this. I am Roberta McCoy. I want we ain't done yet, y'all. Sorry. I want God to get the glory. I want God to get the glory and not me. We want God to get the glory and not me. To God be the glory for all of the things that he has done. Child, she went to tagging the Jennifer Hudson show, NBC News, MSNBC, ABC News, True Living, Word Network, The Sherry Shepherd Show, Ricky Smiley, Morning Show, Ricky Smiley, Fred Hammond and Marvin Sapp, The View. Now, baby, I mean, it did go viral. Tyler Perry, she tagged Tyler Perry Studios, Good Morning America, TMZ, That 700 Club. I see you tagged everybody but Bishop Winans on him. Mother McCoy, I just want to say this to you, baby. I just want to say this to you. I have to say this. You either want it or you don't want it. You either want the apology, you know you're not going to get the apology, but you're choosing to forgive them, stay at the church and do the. To me, that is fogged up church brain. That's what that is to me. Why do you feel like you owe all of these people an apology for something that you think you need an apology for? That's crazy to me. I'm not apologizing to anybody that I feel like someone else should be giving them an apology. I'm not doing it. So I really am trying to figure this thing out, Miss Roberta. And I do believe you got a lot of church brain and you got a lot of healing to do outside of the church. This is someone who has experienced church hurt multiple times, and my eyes is open, and I see exactly who certain people are for who they are. And I think that's what you need to do in this situation. Bishop Winans showed you who he is. Cindy Flowers showed you who she was. And you talking about you forgive them and you want everybody else to forgive them. No, we told you when you got humiliated down around now at the church, we told you then. This ain't it. But you ain't want to hear us. You came down here and you did that interview. And I know you say you was manipulated to do the interview. But see, these pastors and bishops and reverends love for people to clear things up when it's them on the receiving end of receiving all of this backlash. Because when it went viral, Marvin Winans received a lot of backlash, which is why y'all went to that radio station, which is why Marvin Sapp came up here and said what he said, and which is why Fred Hammond came up here and said what he said. And baby, let me just also tell you this. None of them men's ego is going to allow them to come down here and say that you felt some type of way about what happened. And I know they seen it. I know they seen it. So again, and you said you can't really start your healing until you receiving an apology from them. And that's why I say I don't understand what you're teaching your daughters, because again, you know you ain't gonna get an apology. You're gonna have to heal on your own, Miss Roberta. It's sad, but it's true. It's sad, but it's true. You're gonna have to heal on your own. You have to heal on your own. Or at least you say some pastors and ministers and bishops and elders and apostles and stuff reached out to you. You ain't feel the power from not one of them. I'm just curious. Did you feel the power from one of them? Yeah, that man is not about to apologize. And none of them people that came out and spoke for Bishop Winans is going to get on their platform and apologize either. It's not going to happen. I'm so sorry that this happened to you. I really am. But what I'm not sorry about is the fact that we are so church brainwashed that we can't see it for what it is. Why do y'all think so many people are so turned off? She did make a good point in her statement when she said pastors being human, humanizing pastors. But I think what dumps the people on the outside being involved in the church or outside of the church. I think when they see this pastor, I just saw somebody posted a video of a Rolls Royce Cullinan that a pastor got sitting in the parking lot. And this is what the man said. He said, "Thank you to my church members for this, because y'all did this." I was like, see, that to me is where people need to run away from. That's where we need to run away from. But I want to know why all y'all asses was down there at that church while that car was being delivered. That's what I want to know. Y'all was down there like press. Y'all was down there like TMZ or something like that, like People Magazine or something. What is that about? That's not okay. That's not cool. I'm pretty sure one of your members probably had to ride the bus just to get to you showing off this car, which that would be on them. But I'm just saying that's the type of stuff that we're seeing now, and that's not what this is about. Like, I would never understand that. Why is y'all standing out there taking pictures and videos? Congratulations, Pastor. Congratulations, Pastor. No. I ain't saying you can't have that car. I ain't saying that. But to brag and boast that your members paid for this car when we literally are living right now in a beginning of a recession, are y'all nuts? Who the hell likes stuff like that? Like, are y'all nuts? I'm sure that there was people probably standing out there that have been standing in food bank lines. What are we doing? What are we doing? I don't like that. I do not like that, and I think that it is nasty work when I see people doing it, and it's such a turn off. There's only one Lord and Savior. And what I'm not finna do is stand out here. What you having, like a grand opening for your car, a service outside up under a tent about a car you done went and bought with the people, and you done told the people that it's they money, they offerings that bought you the car? Girl, y'all gotta, baby. I am so glad, God. I'm so glad that the church is in me. And I'm so glad the church is in me. So glad the church is in me. And so glad that I've been through what I've been through, and I have opened my eyes. I told y'all when this bishop told me that I could not join the ministry because I had a look, I woke up then. And I said, I get it. I should have woke up when I told y'all a minister, a youth minister did something to me, and I went and told, and it became all about me, right? But it was them telling me, you got that look. Oh, I said, oh, okay, I get it. I get it. You ain't got to ever worry about me stepping foot back around here. Okay? Yeah, you ain't got to ever worry about it. Me coming and stepping foot. You ain't got to worry about me joining the ministry. You ain't got to worry about it. Don't worry about it. That's literally what I said. And I ain't turned back since. Don't worry about it. That's when my eyes opened. And Miss Roberta, I need you to open yours. Can you see? Yeah, you got to know God for yourself. God got to be within you. Cause to me, this is, yeah, God got to be in you. Got to be in you. God got to be in you. We're gonna take up offering. Okay, we need 4 more people to bless the platform with $8.30. All right, will there be one? Will there be one? Can we get 4 people to bless the platform? We need that. We need that so we can reach our goal. We gotta go, and we're trying to reach our goal. Can we get that? Can we get 4 people to bless the platform with $8.30? Yes, close those doors, please. Close those doors. Yeah, Miss Roberta, I don't know what to tell you. I really hope that you ain't trying to go back there to the church. I really hope that you have started doing the work, because it's not gonna happen within those walls. It's not gonna happen. It's just not. It's not gonna happen. You see, when I said, can we get 4 people to bless the platform? You see, people are kind of left out of here. You see, the people kind of left out of here. To my true supporters, can we get 4 more people to bless with $8.30? Looks like we got one coming through. God bless you, Mama V. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah. Now, we just talked about GG while ago. On the previous live, y'all go over there and watch that. Let's get Chef that new G-Wagon. Period. A G-Wagon. I'll take a G-Wagon. Baby, I would take a hoop down. I would take a hoop down 4 wheels as long as it start up. It don't smoke, honey, and we can get from point A to point B. It's all right with me. I want that Rolls-Royce coloring, honey. So let's get that $8.30 up in here so I can get that Rolls-Royce coloring, baby. Shout out to the DonDons. Y'all did it, honey. Yeah. Berta and this man can kick rocks because she'll return on or before. Now, see, that's where I'm gonna have a problem, Miss Burt. You going down there and actually participating. If you allow them people to baptize your grandson, that's a problem. I gotta be for real. That's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. It's a problem. Shout out to the Blue Wave, y'all. Yesterday, we made history yesterday. Do y'all realize that? I think she's gonna do it too, but that's gonna be a whole problem. Do y'all believe that we made history yesterday? We made history yesterday. I was so happy in my soul. Now I get it. A lot of this is gonna come with some extra hard work. We still gonna have to work hard, y'all. We still gonna have to vote in every election. We still got a lot of work to do. But yesterday, history was made. And I have to say that I am proud of what I saw with Georgia flipping these seats, with Virginia showing up, New York showing up. Yeah, I was overjoyed when I saw that, because I said, this is what we needed. This is what we needed. This is what we needed. But watching those numbers live, I already knew. Before I fell off to sleep, I said, yo, I was watching the numbers as they came in. I want to say, let me see if I can Google this to see the exact number of people in New York who voted. I know when I saw something said 2 million people, and that was before the polls closed. The polls closed at 9 p.m. yesterday, Eastern time. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Oh yeah, that endorsement for Come On. Yeah, we knew that. We knew that wasn't gonna be nothing. Okay, I don't know the exact number, but there were a lot. Or 7 p.m. Okay, I thought it was 7 I thought their what state was extended? One of these states was extended. Was it Virginia? I thought it was New York. one of these states, they extended voting until 9 p.m. Um, However, what I will say is there were millions that were out voting. I know I heard a number of 2 million plus, and that was at least around like that was probably like around four somewhere up in there. So again, it's just good to see these things, right? It's good to see these things. Um, I really do. Yeah, I really, I'm happy with what I seen yesterday. Shout out to um um Governor Westmore. Shout out to all of the and shout out to Detroit. Detroit. Shout out to Detroit. Yes. Shout out to Detroit. Y'all know we're gonna do a deeper dive on this, but shout out to Detroit. Okay. Um yeah, history was made. History was made. So it was Atlanta that was extended to 8 p.m. Somebody was extended to 9 p.m. I know I heard that somewhere. Which voting state was extended until 9 p.m. yesterday? Let's see. It's gonna pull up everything. Wait, can y'all still hear me? Can y'all still hear me? Yeah, shout out to Cali. Shout out to Cali. Shout out to the Cali of it all. Hold on, let me go back. Um, Shout out to Texas too. I was a little surprised by Texas. Um, yeah, we gotta get Hot Wheels out of here. I don't know how that man keep getting voted back. We gotta get Hot Wheels ass out of here. Do y'all understand? And we gotta flip these seats. We gotta flip these seats, bro. Shout out to Prop 50. Okay. Shout out to Prop 50. But we gotta flip these seats, y'all. We gotta flip these seats, man. Okay, let's see. I don't know why this is pulling up Texas. Oh, that was New Jersey. New Jersey was until 9 p.m. I knew it was some state that was extended to 9 p.m. It was New Jersey. Yes, vote out. Yeah, we got to get him out of here. We got to put him on the first thing smoking on that ramp. That ramp with some Diddy oil on it, some baby oil on it. And what I want y'all to do is I want y'all to say, he don't even got to get in no spaceship. We can send you off to space on a ramp. Mm-hmm. Oh yes, yes. We are claiming those seats, man. We need them. We need them. We need them. It was Atlanta that extended to 8 p.m. I'm in ATL and had no clue. Just made sure I got there at 5 p.m. Yeah, I had a friend who was working the poll and not working the poll, working the polls, working the election. I guess I should put it that way. He was working the election, and I think he texted me yesterday and said that he would have been done, but I can't remember what time. Yeah, he don't need no spaceship. He don't need nothing. Put some Earl down on that ramp and tell him to go, baby. We're gonna give you such a head start, and I'll be nice enough to put the seatbelt in your lap. But let's get you right here and let's get you gone. Mhm. Yeah, let's get you gone. I want him wheeled up out of here. Wheel his ass out of here. We're sick of him. Okay? We are sick of him. All right. Um, so I'm serious about this goal today. I'm serious about this goal today. So when we go live a little bit later on, we'll still be doing $8.30 over to the Catch app until we get our goal. Mm-hmm. Is my bad one against put that chair on flats and then push. Listen. I don't want him to fall out till he get in space. Then I want him to fall. Do whatever you got to do up there in space. What far the hell away from us? Get far the hell away from us. I mean, when I found out that man was in a wheelchair, I didn't even know. I didn't even know till the pandemic rolled around. And I said, why that man always sitting down like that? He always lower than everybody else that's sitting down. Why? Man, boy, Hot Wheels. Everybody in Texas call that man Hot Wheels. Governor Hot Wheels is his name. Governor Hottie Wheels. Anyway, y'all, I hope you all have a fantastic day. I'll be back around here at some point so we can talk about, I got so much to talk about. I need to talk about, I feel like there's an interview I want to talk about. I want to talk about Latrice from Bell Collective. There was something else I want to talk about. It'll come back to me. Y'all will see the thumbnail and the things representing what we're going to be doing. Okay. If y'all could do me a huge favor, and again, make sure you mash that like button. If you support the platform, I know that people were asking about the oils. You can order them. They should be linked in the live. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day, and I will see y'all a little bit later on today. Peace. Peace be still. 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 Oh, peace be still. Bye, y'all, forever.